Hey everyone, and welcome to the Kohl Center, where the Badger Herald brings you a preview of this weekend's WCHA playoff series between the Wisconsin Badgers and the Minnesota State Mavericks. I'm Tyler Mason, joined by WSUM play-by-play announcer Eric Levine. Well, Eric, this is a Mavericks team that the Badgers will now be facing for the second time in 3 weekends, and you and I were up there in Mankato just a few weeks ago and watched the Badgers take away just 1 point against Minnesota State, and this is a matchup that you think could be tough for Wisconsin this weekend.
It is, Tyler. They're playing a Minnesota State team that's peaking at the right time of the season. The Mavericks now on a 5-game unbeaten streak, a season-long 5-game unbeaten streak. And you saw what they did to the Badgers up in Mankato, taking 3 of 4 points against Wisconsin. And that penalty kill for Minnesota State isn't that great percentage-wise, but they're very aggressive and can cause problems for teams on the power play. The Mavericks have a nation-leading 11 shorthanded goals this season, including one last weekend by Zach Harrison, who now has 4 on the season. So, in all, Minnesota State could pose a tough challenge for Wisconsin in the first round of the WCHA playoffs.
Well, certainly it will be a different story here at the Kohl Center, where the Badgers have had some more success against Minnesota State in the past. Obviously, playing at the Alltel Center is not an easy thing to do for any team. It's a very noisy place. Fans there have cowbells, and the Mavericks really seem to feed off of that energy. And we talked with Shane Connolly, the Wisconsin goaltender, this week in practice about being able to play at home here at the Kohl Center.
It's to play. I think teams coming here, they're excited to play, but it's much better for us being here than having to go up to Mankato or St. Cloud, some hostile environment. It's nicer. I mean, we can take care of school and stuff that needs to get done here in Madison and not have to worry about any of that when we go on the road.
Well, we just heard Shane Connolly talking about how nice it's going to be to play here at the Kohl Center, and that win last Saturday against North Dakota, a 4-1 win, really seemed to kind of give them some momentum heading into these playoffs.
Yeah, it did. Now Wisconsin will be at home in the WCHA playoffs for the first time since 2006, the year they won the national championship. So it'll be good to get to play in front of that Kohl Center crowd instead of going to a place like St. Cloud State, where they went last season and were swept in the first round of the WCHA playoffs. And the fact that they were able to hold on to that lead in the third period Saturday night after giving up, it was a tie game, of course, and Friday night in the third period, Wisconsin eventually lost 2-1. But holding the lead into the third period on Saturday, I think, was important, because this is a Badger team against a team like Minnesota State struggled to hold on to third period leads, had a 3-2 lead in the third period in each game, and each game did not come away with a win. So doing that against the team that won the McNaughton Cup, first place in WCHA this season in North Dakota, I think that'll really give Wisconsin some confidence heading into this weekend against Minnesota State.
Well, one of the players who was big in that 4-1 win was freshman forward Derek Stepan, who scored 2 shorthanded goals on the same penalty for Wisconsin on the penalty kill. So just a great weekend for Derek Stepan, and we caught up with him this week in practice too and heard what he had to say about the upcoming series.
We've played them before, and we kind of know their tendencies and stuff like that, and we can learn from our mistakes that we made when we were there. And either way, they're going to come out and play hard, and it's going to be a completely different atmosphere, but still should be a good weekend.
Well, to make it to St. Paul next weekend, the Badgers are going to have to beat the Minnesota State Mavericks here at the Kohl Center in a best-of-3 series that starts this Friday at 7 p.m. You can listen to Eric and I with The Call on WSUM.org. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in.